And I am live. Hello. Welcome back. And thank you for those that joined me yesterday. Today this week we've talked about time and money, but today we will talk about the cost, your health, the ultimate cost. That is the ultimate cost, okay? Your health. Now, part one is sorry, 1 minute. Let me put that thing there to kind of like give you some guidance. The trap of responsibility. Yes, that is what part one is all about, the trap of responsibility. Before I go ahead, I'm just going to quickly share this so that people can join if they are free, and if not, well, they can catch the replay. If you're not available now, you can catch the replay and um, leave your comments when you have a minute. And let me know if this is helping you to, you know, to re-strategize. If you're following me, the goal is to help you to have some clarity, especially as we are going into the end of the year. This is November. We just have less than 90 days. What am I saying? Less than 80 days. Well, 80 is even too long. Hmm. 30, 30, 30. How many days? 30, 30, 31, 61. So even less than 60 days before the year ends. So now is a very good time to sit down and have some moment of reflection. Okay. So um yeah, continuing the conversation, the trap of responsibility, you know. The first thing is the responsible parents burnout. And this is let's just go straight to the point. Burnout doesn't happen to the lazy. If you're lazy, you can't experience burnout. It happens to the most dedicated, the most responsible, the ones who always say, I'll do it, I'll handle it, I can do it, I can take that, I can't let my team down. They are the ones that always experience burnout. And that's just the honest truth. It's a result of applying infinite dedication to a finite system. Oh, I'll speak it in a different way. Burnout is a result of applying infinite dedication. So the dedication that is never ending to a system that ends. That is where you get burnout from. The other thing is this: there are signs and you ignored it. Yes, we all do. I am guilty. For example, I'm going to ask you, let me know in the comment section if you're joining me. What are those relatable symptoms that you experience? For me, for example, it's at 3 a.m. when I just wake up randomly and I'm anxious about something. I find it difficult to switch off. Even when I'm with my kids, I'm struggling to switch off. Those are the signs of burnout. And let's face it, the system is changing right now. Where the world is shifting, the game is changing, the game is being played differently from what it used to be. So it's time for us to change, okay? And this is where I talked about adaptability yesterday. But anyway, the business asset analogy, I will use this analogy to explain this trap of responsibility because I'm a professional. So if you had a core piece of machinery, for example, that costed you about £1 million or more than 1 million, £2 million, let's say it's very expensive, you dare not. When I say you dare not, I mean you dare not skip its maintenance. Let's not even go far. Let's forget about business. You're living in a house and you have a boiler that is giving you hot water. You dare not miss servicing. Otherwise, you will never have hot water to shower in this cold country, because it's mainly cold. So we use the warm water. So that simply tells us that you you listening to me today, myself, you are your most valuable asset. So when you treat rest as optional or when you treat it as, oh, I've not earned it, that is a basic failure or a failure in basic risk management. So all my risk management people, I'm sure you can relate to this. You need to prioritize you. You cannot postpone your rest. It is very vital. Do not postpone it. Okay? Treating rest as as optional or you have to earn it. I don't understand what that earning means. Is wrong. Is wrong. Okay? So now I move to part two because I've split it. So the first part is talking about the problem. Now the part I'm talking about, the next part is part two, where I'm going to tell you some tips on how to kind of like shift, okay, your um your thinking around that. So part two, is around rest as maintenance. Just as you would maintain that machinery that provides you with your goods that you sell to make profit. That is the same way you need to maintain your body as a machinery, the same way you need to do, because we have to dismantle that guilt. You shouldn't feel guilty for wanting to take rest. And I just want to refer you back to the third day, which I had, the third session I had on the day 3, which is November 3rd, where we discussed permission to want more. So just as wanting more money is not greedy, then needing rest is not lazy. If the fact that you decide to take a break, it doesn't make you lazy. No, it doesn't. Rest is the recharging of that battery that allows you to operate at an optimal level, okay? Or the high level that is required by your management and anything else. So you need to be taking care of yourself. You need to rest is very vital. So the illusion of rest is this: when you look at rest as a reward, you only get it when the job allows. Yes. So you work for 6 weeks. Okay, I can now take leave. That is you rewarding yourself. Okay. So, but when rest is maintenance, it becomes non-negotiable. Remember, in day 2, we talked about time budget, referencing that protects your long-term success. We talked about how you can allocate non-negotiable time blocks to allow you to focus on specific things you need to do. So if you're able to do that for your rest, then that protects your long-term success, right? Very important. Now, true stillness, because remember the topic is around stillness and burnout. Stillness is the ability to check your phone, ability for you to sit, it's ability to sit down without checking your phone, without thinking about work, is something that is very difficult for high achievers, or for those people that have professional careers. Is difficult because you need to learn to be able to shut down. And I know it's not a skill that is very easy. It's not something that is very easy, especially for my fellow Nigerians, because of the work ethic and the work environment back home. When they come here, they find it difficult to shut down, right? They want to work and work and work. Yes, I know we need to work hard, but we need to also try to be able to sit still and enjoy calmness without necessarily thinking about work. Instead, think of your happy place. Even if you have nothing to think about, at least sit down and relax and think of your happy place. Your happy place being that place where you really would like to be in, and imagine yourself doing all those things that you do. That would help you to sit still and calm down, because it's difficult for people like, for high achievers, and that is why you have to practice. But the honest truth is that it is the most productive thing you can ever do for yourself and for your focus. All right. And I appreciate that it's very difficult. I appreciate that it is very hard. It is something that we are not very used to, but you need to be able to sit still so that you don't experience burnout. And sitting still is just a paradox. It doesn't mean sit still, but what I mean is just make your brain stop working, like let it relax so that your body can relax and you can rest. Okay. So now I'm going to move on to part 3 of my series. Of course, today is going to be a short one. Yeah, I'm not going to do it for long. Let me just take away the trap of responsibility. So yeah, the pivots to freedom, or the solution, the system's role. Again, I said it yesterday. There are three things you need in this time and age: the skills, the network, and the leverage. Okay, and it's very important that you you try to find a way out of this cycle, right? Of this system. Okay. So if your income system, which is our day job, for example, requires us to sacrifice our health and family time. I know people, honestly, 12-hour shift, 7 to 7 p.m., 7 to 12 p.m. Like, it's crazy. Some do it 5 days a week, 7 days a week. Oh my goodness. They are sacrificing their health, they are sacrificing their family time. Then it's not right. It's a broken system. You shouldn't have to do that. And that's just the honest truth. You shouldn't have to do that to survive. So it's either the system is broken, which I believe it is, or something is not quite right. But the truth is that it's a broken system because why? The income is not growing as fast as the prices of goods or food, basic amenities in the market or in the shops. If your income was growing at the same rate, then maybe, just maybe, you wouldn't need to do those extra hours. Okay. But unfortunately, it is what it is. We are where we are. And because we can't control the economy, then we have to try to figure out what we can control, which is you leveraging on structural system, okay? A system that has structure that would allow you to, yes, maybe work a bit less, but also help you to generate an income for yourself, okay? So this is how people are surviving these days. Yes, no longer is a two before even a one income household was survive was in it was enough to have just the basic. So if you wanted to live a luxurious life, you could become a two income earning household. But now even a two income earning household is not enough. Okay. Unfortunately, it's not any of our fault. I don't think there's anything we could have done differently. But the only thing that we can do right now is adapt to the change because, in summary, people are looking for ways to supplement whatever it is they have. So the idea is for you to continue with your job. No one is ever telling you to stop your day job. No. I will never come here to tell you that. If you want to do it, it will be at your own choice or your discretion. But people are looking for ways to supplement. Yes, people are looking for ways to supplement their income so that they can create time and freedom for themselves because it's a cycle that keeps going and we just have to find a way to, you know, to stop because our health is at risk. Yes, our health is at risk and we're not getting any younger. So, next week or yeah, next week. No, it's not next week. This is day 5 actually. So thank you to the person who has joined. Let me know where you're watching from. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll be looking at planning with purpose. Now, you can only plan with purpose if you are well. If you are not well, you can't plan. You can't do anything. Okay, so we will be closing the week tomorrow by redefining what true ambition looks like. Okay, it's very important. So I would summarize what we've talked about this week tomorrow so that it will be helpful for you that want to go reflect. Tomorrow is actually a Thursday, maybe because I started from day 1 and tomorrow is 6 days, so 7. Okay, I see what it is. Yes, 7. Yeah, I'm just going to follow it that way. I'll close the week, but it doesn't mean I won't start because I have enough to share. I have broken it down into 30 full days, so there is always something to talk about every day. There are always things, moving parts. So we'll close this week by redefining what ambition looks like. Okay. Now, before I go, I'm going to ask you a question, and I'd like you to drop a comment in the comment section for me. What was the one thing that you're going to treat as a non-negotiable maintenance today, tomorrow, or at the weekend? Is it a walk, an hour of reading, no email? Share it below. Okay, I'm going to put it there so that if you're watching, if you're watching the replay, it's easy for you to read because some people read, some people listen. So, what's one thing you are going to treat as non-negotiable maintenance this weekend? Is it a walk? Is it an hour of reading? 0 email? Share it below. Let others learn. I'm here to learn. So if you catch the replay, please do drop a comment. Let me know that you're watching. And yeah, let me know that you're watching and let me know if there's anything you wanted me to talk about. The only thing I'm going to say is do not ignore those signs. Do not ignore those signs. And if you already know that this is where you are, if you already know that you are in a place where, okay, you know what, I'm tired of sacrificing my time, I'm tired of sacrificing my well-being, I'm tired of sacrificing my paycheck, remember that I am running a business. You can go to my bio, you can go to my page, you can contact me on WhatsApp, look through my page, see whether it's something you want to explore. No one is asking you to try anything, no one is asking you to do anything right now. Just explore because that is it. It's only when you explore, you research, you'll be able to decide what you want to do. And I know there are lots of people looking for what to do out there. So you can check my digital business model, which is fantastic, by the way, and see if it is the right fit for you. So go to my bio. You can reach me on WhatsApp. You can reach me on my website. You can go to my page. This page, I have a Facebook page, my personal and my business page. You can look through there. And before I leave, I just want to say, please follow me if you haven't, so that you don't miss the notification, because we are going to be redefining success. Success doesn't necessarily mean a fat pocket, but success means knowing who you are and doing what you love and satisfying yourself that if everything else is stripped off from you, you know who you are and you're happy in yourself. Okay, that is success. That's just a tip of success, because we all wear costumes and we need to stop. We are all wearing costumes. We need to stop. Take off, imagine taking off those costumes. The graphic designer, accountant, chef, take it off. Parenting, take it off. Parent, mother, take it off. Volunteer, take it off. What is left? Who is that person? And I leave that with you tonight. Hope to see you tomorrow. Thank you and have a good evening. Bye for now.